For project number 15 and project 16, we used several different ways to collaborate. At first, we were not sure exactly what program we were going to use to collaborate, but we decided that we would use Google Hangout. We also used email, texting, Google Docs, and Google Chat. We decided to use Google Hangout instead of Skype because we were all familiar with Skype and wanted to use something new that we had never used before. Emily created a circle and then she added everyone in our group to the circle. We used Google Hangout on 2 different occasions. The first time we tried to use Google Hangout, we did run into some trouble and everyone could not join. Emily had some trouble with the computer that she was using and she was not able to join the Hangout. However, she was able to pull up Google Chat, so we just used Google Chat to communicate with Emily. Angie had something to come up, so she could not join at all. Sometimes things do not work out as planned, but you just have to go with the flow. You never know when something unexpected is going to come up. We decided to go ahead with our meeting as planned, and we would schedule another meeting later in the week. After our meeting was over in Google Hangout, we sent out an email to everyone in the group recapping what we discussed so that no one was left out. Even when your group members cannot meet, you still want to make sure everyone is on the same page and everyone knows what is going on. Before our next scheduled meeting, another email was sent out letting everyone know what time and what date we were going to hang out. In the email, we included a list of topics that we needed to go over, so we had a plan of action. There was also times we used texting just to touch base with each other and to remind each other of the upcoming meeting. Staying in contact with one another allowed everyone to get their thoughts and ideas together so we would be ready for our discussion. We knew exactly what we wanted to talk about prior to our meetings. The second time we used Google Hangout, it went much better. Even though we all had prior engagements, Google Hangout let us get together and still go on with our busy lives. Emily was even able to talk with us while she was at the car dealership, and Tasha was able to enjoy the beach while hanging out talking about the project. She did not have to leave and drive all the way back to Mobile just for a meeting. Again, we sent out an email recapping the meeting with all the necessary details documented. We wanted to make sure that we had something to refer back to in case we missed something or in case we forgot about something. We also used Google Docs. Angie and Emily both created documents for each project in Google Docs and shared those documents with everyone in our group. We all added information to it as we gathered our resources and ideas for each of the projects. Angie and I actually worked on the script for project number 16 at the same time in Google Docs. Google Docs actually let us edit the document together even though we were not actually together, so that worked out really well. Using Google Docs was just a great way for everyone to have access to the same document at home or at work. We could pull it up at any time and add information to it or see if anyone added anything to it. What we tried to do was, if one of us added information to the document, we tried to send out another email just to let everyone know that the document had been updated and they may want to go take a look at it to see what we added, just in case they wanted to add anything or change anything, or maybe they had a new idea. We also used the email to share images that we wanted to include in our lesson, and we also used it to share pages from Smart Notebook. This allowed everyone in the group basically to see the progress that was being made as we worked on our part of the project. When it was time to record our project, we decided the best time for all of us would be during our regular scheduled class time on Wednesday nights. We had already set this time aside for class meetings at the beginning of the semester, and we just felt like this time would work best for everyone. By using email, texting, Google Docs, and Google Hangout, we were all able to communicate our ideas and thoughts without interrupting everyone's busy schedule. Of course, just like with any project, you're faced with some challenges. But you learn from those experiences, you learn to problem solve and find solutions to those challenges, and then you just move on. In the end, everything worked out and we were able to successfully complete our projects on time, and they turned out great.